welcome to our show, Score, the Best Kept Secret, here in Berks County. I am Jobany, your host, fellow mentor at Score, and today I have Miss Anita Scrocky. How are you today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
So Anita, tell us a little bit about what it is that you do.
I do biscotti. I do gourmet biscotti. I have about 50 different flavors online and about 35 different flavors in the showroom that we have.
Oh my goodness, and intentionally so, we put a biscotti display right in front of us.
Exactly.
Because they look amazing, and I see
Thank
that
you.
There's many flavors in there.
Yeah,
That's
a nice
awesome.
assortment
That's
in there.
very exciting. So Anita's Biscotti.
Great.
So tell me how you got started. What led you to start your business?
Well, I actually started about 15 years ago doing just pastries locally for the local cafes around here. And one cafe had asked me specifically about making biscotti, which I had never ever done before. So I just took it upon myself to try it for her, because unfortunately their biscotti girl was down. And so I just started making them, and the longevity of a pastry versus a biscotti is a huge, huge difference. And I started making different flavors and loving the ideas of making different flavors. So that's what we did. We just started making different flavors and started going out and soliciting the different flavors that we kept.
And how did you learn about it? You said you didn't know how to do it before. So.
It was literally trial and error.
Yeah?
I had never ever done it before. I do a lot of baking in my family, growing up and stuff, but we did biscotti, but not this type. It's a little bit more Americanized.
Okay.
So it's not as dry and hard and chalky as the traditional, which I love, biscotti.
Sure.
But they are a little bit more Americanized, so that we are in America and people look for a little bit of a different taste. So.
That's awesome. So then, how did you end up connecting with Score?
Well, what was really cool is my one friend who actually still helps me today in the bakery. She had seen an article for Lotus Chips, and in the article of Lotus Chips, which was done by a widow and a divorced woman, they actually gave some recommendations of how to go into business, and the first one was Score. And so I actually called up and had met with, not actually met, it was actually online at that point, with a gentleman who has since then passed away. And then I just reconnected with Score after I gathered myself again together, because it was really devastating. And so now that's where I have with Larry and Fred, and it's been an awesome experience.
Great. So now, when you started, when you met with Score, did you have to set up your own business plan, or did you have that already done?
No, the first gentleman, Chet, who walked me through all that, it helped me do all that kind of stuff.
So so you came in from scratch.
From scratch,
No
completely.
pun
like I
intended.
had
From scratch, right?
Yeah. So I had no idea what I was even getting. I just called, just like they said. They helped. That Score had helped these women start off, and that's. I went in with just totally like, let's see what's going on here.
I'm glad that article inspired you to.
It is. I still have the article. It's like something I still keep in my file cabinet, and I think it's an amazing.
That's great to hear.
It's an amazing bit of advice.
Yeah. And tell me, what's been the biggest challenge that you've had to deal with as a business owner? Because you're a small business owner.
I am.
And what has been your biggest challenge?
Honestly, the biggest challenge for me personally is paying myself, because I just want to grow. And so for growing, it's sort of like I want I want to expand here, or I want to expand there. So that's probably my biggest challenge. And I'm being taught how to do that, but it's really hard for me, because I'm in a situation that my husband does do, is the head of household, and this is went from a hobby to a glorified hobby to now a small business. Yeah. So it's definitely a full-time job, for me. And then
it could be a struggle when you need to pay yourself and remember that part of it.
Yeah, because I want to just keep investing to grow, and that's what I do. Right, I'm still doing it, but I am better at it.
Great, that's good to hear. And so, give me a little story about your startup here with Biscotti, because I'm sure it wasn't easy. I'm sure there's just many things you can talk about, I'm sure.
Yeah, I honestly, they have been just such a hit with my friends and family, and even like the cafes that I was serving, a lot of them unfortunately closed down in Berks County. That's sort of like, it's definitely like a vicious cycle. But I had started a website then, and the website is actually what started me throughout the country, and I still ship throughout the country. I have a lot of cafes, and what I'm doing now locally to get out there, I'm doing a lot of the holiday crafts shows and coffee and tea events and stuff like that, which is like a perfect item with those with those with the cookies, and just exploring with new flavors and coming up with a flavor of the month and stuff.
Sure.
And even though no matter what I do or what things I want to grow with, I really consult SCORE doing it, because I just feel that they give me really great sound advice. And honestly, they get me like just all excited for the next adventure. So
well,
it's
I can
really
tell
cool.
this is the enthusiasm we love to see.
Yeah.
And just to remind our audience that SCORE does provide free and confidential.
Yes, they do. Yeah, it's great.
Mentorship, which is a huge deal.
It really
especially
is.
We're small business owners. May not always have the funds to invest into some guidance or a coach or something like that. But SCORE is there. It's free, confidential, and you see the impact it makes on our people.
Yeah, honestly, it's the best thing. And I'll tell you, I have had some people that have asked me about, how do you go in business?
Yeah.
And when I meet with them, I literally say the first step I could tell you to take is just contact SCORE.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's an amazing organization. And like you said, for free. I mean, especially when you're starting out, you really don't have the funds to do that. And it's just been honestly a great experience. And I just love the people I work with. So it's great that they're always there at a drop of a hat, or even calling you back, emailing. They always can get back to you about something. So
that's definitely the mission at SCORE.
Yeah.
To make sure we get back to people in a timely manner.
It's really great.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And do you employ anyone at your Biscotti business?
I do. Well, I have my kids who help me out, and my husband is great at the shows and stuff like that. But I do have a few select people that do come in as holiday help, and I do have one girl that does help me 2 days a week, actually bake, and then I do have here and there people that I need I can pull in for.
So did you think you would ever say that you had a helper and a baker? It's great. It's great to hear your story and how successful it's been.
Yeah, it really is, because I was actually we did a show this past weekend in Somerset, New Jersey, and the one young girl there wants to be a baker, and she had actually asked me about it, and I said, I would have never told you that this is what I was going to be doing, later in life. But it's been a really great experience, and it's definitely a blessing in my life, and it's shown that, and I've just been very blessed in general with it.
And I did not realize that you can make up to 50 flavors.
Oh yeah, that's just
50.
We have about 50 flavors now, and we're constantly creating, so it's pretty cool.
And what's your most popular flavor?
Oh, well, right now we have caramel apple, which is awesome, and of course the pumpkin just came out this past week because of November coming out. So so we're doing that. I don't know. We have Neapolitan's really cool because it's actually a strawberry, a vanilla, and a chocolate, and it's 3 different flavors combined into one loaf. So you have actually the separation of the 3.
Yeah.
So and it has a strawberry glaze on top. Honestly, there's just so many. You just got to check it out online.
Excellent. So now tell us, how can we get a hold of you? Where can we order these from?
Well, we do have a showroom at 3001 Shillington Road, which is where the bakery and the showroom is. And we're also online as well, and you can check out the site and order on there, or call in and come and pick them up or get them delivered. We ship throughout the United States.
So you deliver as well?
So we do. We deliver locally, and we ship throughout the country.
So you've made it very convenient for anyone that wants to order some of these awesome biscottis to get them.
Yes.
So give us your website. Where can we go?
Our website is www.anitas-biscottis.com.
So anitas-biscottis.com.
Yep.
Awesome. So now you hear it right here. Anita's Biscotti. She is here with us today, just proving to us how great of a organization SCORE can be. And again, it's free, it's confidential, and it will help you succeed. And this is why we are the best kept secret, right?
It is the best kept secret. It's a great secret.
Definitely. Well, Anita, thank you again for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you.
You better be sure that we're going to dig into these a little later. So thank you again for watching our podcast and video cast. And we appreciate your time. We'll see you at the next one.
Check back next week for more stories from SCORE, the best kept secret, here on the People Chronicles. Like us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube. If you would like to access our services or volunteer with SCORE, visit our website, berkschoolscore.com.